Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Mimosas and Marketing. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about building your audience. Before we hop into the bulk of today's content, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. Today we have another standard mimosa, one that we've had before, so we're just going to skip right over it and jump into today's content. So we've talked a little bit here about building an audience or having an authentic audience or your engaged viewers. But did I ever tell you what that really means? Probably not. So we're going to back it up just a little bit today and talk about the people that you are trying to reach. Now, the people that you're trying to reach, the people that I'm trying to reach, and the people that Susie Q is trying to reach are all different people. Think about the amount of people there are in the world. Pretty big number, right? Now, think about the people in the world that speak the same language that you do. Also, a lot of people. Even more if you speak multiple languages or if you're creating content in multiple languages. So it is very important that you know exactly who your audience is and who it is that you are trying to reach with your specific content. Now, who could that be? I want you to picture the person that you are speaking to directly through the camera. I want you to think about your perfect person, the perfect person that would be watching your content as you create it. What do they do for their day job? What do they do in their spare time? Their hobbies, their likes. What sorts of things do they find exciting? How old are they? Where do they live? What languages do they speak? Do they have a family? Do they live with others? What is it that makes them tick and makes them happy and keeps them coming back for more things? What are they interested in? Having the answers to all of those questions is going to be what helps you create the picture of your perfect viewer. I don't give my viewer a name usually, but I have a picture of who they are in my mind. And person watching this probably fits that mold. For me, it's somebody who's looking to kind of DIY their social media. They either have a business or have an idea of a business or some sort of platform that they're trying to grow. They are somebody who works hard and is trying really hard to find the next thing while knowing that it's not a quick trip to the top. It takes steps, it takes time, it takes energy, and it takes determination. And they're here to do the work so that they can move on to bigger and better things as they grow in creating whatever type of content they want. I don't have a specific business type owner in mind when I'm talking to my perfect viewer. Like I said before, it's somebody who is determined and dedicated and ready and consistent and who wants to better themselves in this digital space in order to rise above to the next level in either their business, their brand, or their channel. So having your perfect viewer is going to help you to determine the voice and tone that you use amongst your digital platforms. That means the way that you speak to people. Do you have a sarcastic tone? Are you humble? Are you sweet, kind, or educational? Are you an amalgamation of several different things? My brand strives to be educational, somewhat punny, fun, and positive. That's the way I speak on my channel. All of those things come through in the way that I use my brand and my voice on my social platforms. So my Twitter, pretty much positive, and sometimes a bit sarcastic, because that's what puns are made of. My Instagram, same thing. Especially my personal Instagram, very much on brand with the mom that I am, the businesswoman that I am. You're going to get the same voice throughout my platforms because this is the voice I use to speak to the audience that I am creating. In order to develop that voice, you have to know your viewer, your audience, who it is you're trying to reach. In order to be able to practice changing your tone, which is a facet of your voice, you have to know to whom you are speaking regularly. That doesn't mean that people won't come in and out who might not be perfect for your brand or perfect for you as a creator, but they might find something of huge value in what you have made previously. And that might help them to stick around later. But make sure you're always creating content that talks to the person that you have been creating for. Oftentimes, we're not creating content for people exactly like us. We're creating content for people a little bit different who we're trying to reach, who don't have knowledge in the same spaces that we already have a foundation. That's why we seek out different creators. If you like to watch makeup channels, it's because they have expertise in the area of makeup that you do not and you want to learn. Once you've learned all you have to learn from that creator, often you move on. As you're a creator, you want to listen to the audience that you're building, your perfect viewer. They're going to tell you what they want to see. Make sure that you listen to that as long as it aligns with what you're trying to share. So actionable items for this video that I want you to take today. Create a list of what your perfect viewer looks like. And by looks like, I don't mean their physical attributes. I mean the things they like to do, the places they hang out, the content they like to consume, and who they are individually as people, not just as viewers of your content. And take a moment to decipher what they would like to see from you in your voice. Does your brand align with your perfect viewer? If your content is being created for someone that doesn't align with your brand, you're going to have trouble. If you're just picking and pulling people from anywhere to come watch your content because you think that it's going to raise your numbers and make you big, that's not the way it works. If you think about really successful creators, there may be a variety of demographics that fit into their perfect viewer, but there tend to be somebody like our big creators, people who enjoy comedy, people who like to see surprises, people who find things that are positive yet funny. All of these things kind of align with general demographics. Make sure you know that going in, so when you create your audience and when you kind of dive deep into who it is that you're speaking to, you have an idea. That way, every time you create a piece of content, you speak directly to that audience member. You have made this directly for that one type of person, and they are happy that you did. Keep creating content. There's more than one person in the world that fits your ideal audience member, and they will find you when you create content for them. Go forth and create. If you have not already, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for me so I know that you won't miss a moment of what we're sharing here on Mimosas and Marketing. For those of you who have done those two things, I thank you. I truly appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy what we're sharing today. I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Cheers. Why is this so squeaky?